Being newly retired, we decided to take a trip up to Sequoia National Park in early September 2025. We arrived on a hot, late summer afternoon and soon made it to the park's first attraction, Tunnel Rock. We stayed at Potwisha Campground, which was a mistake for that time of year. Even though our spot had plenty of shade, the temperature was as high as 107 degrees. By the time the moon started to come up, the temperature was still hovering around 100. There were no sheets or sleeping bags needed for our first of what was meant to be 2 nights at Potwisha. Even the tiki was sweating. This is no rooster, but the next day we got up early to beat the heat and the crowds to the park's many attractions. And we weren't the only early risers. We headed to Morro Rock, seen here in the early light of day. Along the way, we stopped at Amphitheater Point to take in the views. We didn't see any bears, but we did get ever-improving views of Morro Rock. Once we arrived at the trailhead, we took a moment to read the sign and then started up the 350 steps to the top. This morning we're on the Morro Rock Trail. Yeah, that's the rock right there.
Yeah, I was reading the meters.
How many meters?
4,470. It is 14,000 feet.
Oh, it is 14,000. 14,000 feet gives you some impressive views. The way up was steep, but we were reassured by a hiker on his way down.
Yeah, but you're just going down.
But we are going up. That way. The view from the top was amazing. Photo time. At the top, we got a view of part of what makes the giant sequoias grow: fire. Clouds over there. Part of those clouds over there is smoke from fire, but that's how this forest happens. It's with smoke. There's the point, just out there. Pretty amazing. Time to go back down. That's a pretty neat view. Morro Rock was a spectacular start to our day, and the fun had only just begun. Since it was close by, we took the opportunity to drive the Love Shack Jr. through the Autolog. I took the picture of this tree to show how fire goes through the forest and that the sequoias have made it part of their life cycle. Of course, there is no more famous giant sequoia than the General Sherman tree, the biggest tree by volume in the entire world. When we arrived at the parking lot for the General Sherman tree trailhead, we got a pleasant surprise. You might think that's our van, but it's not. There's our van. Another silver envy. You never see them in the wild. Amazing. A couple more shots of the 2 silver Recon Envy camper vans in Sequoia National Park. One from Arkansas and one from California. Oh yeah, back to the tree. There it is. General Sherman. And this is the size of the trunk, all the bricks. Really hard to see. There's some people for perspective. This is the General Sherman tree. General Sherman stands 275 feet high, which doesn't make it the tallest tree in the world. It's the tree's volume that makes it the biggest. Its circumference at the base is 102 feet with a maximum diameter of 36.5 feet. Even at 180 feet above the ground, the diameter of the tree is still 14 feet. The diameter of the largest branch on the tree is almost 7 feet around. Amazing statistics. How do you take a photo of yourselves with a tree the size of General Sherman? Little bit by little bit. But General Sherman wasn't the only impressive thing in this forest. These are triplets, 3 trees in one. For the next video, I had to push up a hole in this fallen log and give it a nice squared off top. We saw trees with dryness, trees with no shyness, and even tree roots, lest we decide that water played no part in the art of the forest. Our friends the deer let us know it was time to take one last parting photo and make a decision. It is 20 minutes to 12 and we just ate lunch and we realized we've seen the things we want to see and we don't want to stay in 107 degree heat again tonight. So we just had a little picnic here, but we're going to go home. But Sequoia was cool. Ulu Maka.